Hey Canucks fans, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are in a good mood. I am certainly in a good mood as the Vancouver Canucks destroyed the Ottawa Senators 7-1 tonight. Yes, it was a great game. Lots of things to like. We can talk about it. Brandon Sutter, hat trick. Olli Juolevi, first career NHL goal. Niels Höglander, amazing pass from his stomach. And yeah, I'm in a good mood. I launched memberships today, which we'll talk about a little bit. And overall, I think it was a great start. You know, I wasn't being cocky. I said the Canucks need to win either 2 out of 3 or sweep the series. And they're one game closer to doing so. Granted, they won the first game against Montreal too. And we know how that turned out. So yeah, save up your questions because I figured I want to try and stay within 5 minutes of you guys asking them because it's unfair for you to ask questions and then me take 15 minutes to get to it. So don't put your questions in there yet. I do read every single comment, but I want to do my quick intro first, just a minute and a half or so. Actually, today I'm going to do I'll do a minute or so, and then we'll talk about the membership a little bit later. So I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary live, post-game live stream on a night where the Vancouver Canucks defeated the Ottawa Senators 7-1. I invite you to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't subscribed already, I invite you to like this video, like the fact that the Canucks won. It's funny how I always say don't dislike the video when the Canucks lose, but I am saying like the video because the Canucks won. And of course, whether you're in my hometown of Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, I am thrilled that you are here. I do not take you for granted, and I know very well that you could be doing anything else right now. Okay, I'm going to share one more thing, and then we'll get into your questions. Okay, I launched channel memberships today for the first time, and I do not do this YouTube thing to make money. I do not do it to, raise a family. I'm blessed to have another job. I'm blessed to do some speaking, and this YouTube thing, as you know, is a passion and is a hobby of mine, and I love doing it. However, it does take a bit of time and energy, and it's time and energy that I choose to give. But I think some of you during the stream last game recognize that it does take time and energy. And I don't want to say time away from my family. We all watch the game together, and they know I love doing this. But if you want to support the channel and support me, you now have a chance to do so if you want to do it from a monetary standpoint. Right away, I don't expect anyone to do this. I don't guilt anyone to do this. If you want to, you can support me through a membership, and you will get access to different perks. So I'm just going to go through this once real quick, and then I'll just mention it at the end, but I won't explain it in this depth. So really quickly, the first level is the All-Star level. It's $1.99 a month, and you get loyalty badges, you get custom emotes, and you also get I'll put your name in. Wow, thank you, Parker. I just saw that Parker is he joined as an all-star. Oh, and I think I heard it. Maybe you're going to see. There you go. There's ParkersPucks has become a member, and you see me flying over the couch in one of my parody videos. There it is. So thank you, Parker. Perfect. Great timing. As an all-star, thank you, Parker. $1.90. And I know you don't get embarrassed, but you say I don't have to hype up your channel. Go subscribe to ParkersPucks. He's doing good stuff. Not just because he donated. Okay, so $1.99 a month, and you get loyalty badges, custom emojis, and I will write your name down, your handle down in all of my YouTube descriptions. I might take a day to catch up because new members are coming in. So that's the All-Star level. The next up is the franchise level. That's $4.99. Oh, I hear another one. Debut Hunter has become a member. That is awesome. Well, you guys are doing this perfectly. Now I'm going to talk about franchise. Debut Hunter is one of the franchise members. Thank you, Debut Hunter. Oh, good. My counter's working too. What the franchise gets is everything All-Star gets: loyalty badges, custom emojis, and a written acknowledgement. But I'm going to be doing 2 live streams a month for franchise members and only franchise members. And so they're different from these post-game live streams. But if you kind of remember when I used to do those Sunday night or Monday night live streams, I'm going to be doing that again, not every week, but twice a month. So every 2 weeks. Going to start on Sunday night, but I got to talk to the members and make sure it's not too late. I'm thinking about 10 o'clock on Sunday night. Maybe that's a little late, but we'll see what happens. So that's what you get for a franchise. You get the loyalty badge, the emoji, the written acknowledgement, written shout out, and then of course the twice a month live streams, members only. Okay, lastly, and we have 2 of these already. The Hall of Fame level. It's $14.99 a month. Yes, it's a lot, but you get a lot for this. You get everything that franchise gets, which includes what All-Star gets, but you get 3 cool things. Well, I think they're cool. You get a one-on-one Zoom call with me every month for 30 minutes or so, at least 30 minutes minimum, to talk about whatever you want. Canucks, personal life, whatever you want, pop culture. You'll see how very little I know. So that's the first thing, a one-on-one Zoom call with me. The second thing is you will get a verbal shout out in all my videos. So I'll say that right now. There's 2 Hall of Fame members right now, and that's Jens95 and simalexander. So thank you to both of you. And I'll do those shout outs every time I do my daily vlogs. The only time I won't do the post-game recaps, because I only have 2 minutes to do those. And then lastly, you'll also get 1 behind the scenes video a month. Every month. Maybe it's footage of me going to the Canucks game this Thursday night or something like that. So there are the 3 levels. I will not explain those in depth anymore because I've made a video about that on my channel. Again, no pressure if you don't want to become a member. You just want to do what you've been doing. I'm going to be doing what I'm doing. That's the daily vlogs, news, reaction, pregame, postgame live streams, but there are added perks. Okay. Dexter saying, where do you join? Right on my main channel. If you go to youtube.com/CanuckClay, right beside, I think the subscribe button, there's a join button as well. Or by any of my videos, there's a join button. You click join and then you see a 3-minute video that pops up and then explains basically what I just did. I should have just recorded my video now and used that one, but okay. So thank you. That seems like a bit of a commercial, and I apologize that took so long, but that's the only time that I'll explain it in depth because I'm excited. I'm excited that we launched this as something new, and I already have 6 members in the first day of launch, which I'm so blessed by, and I promise that you will not be disappointed because I'm really big on engagement. I'm really big on interaction. You guys know that. I hope that comes out as a genuine thought. And I want to increase that level. Okay. Dexter says there's no join button, but I know you put a link in, Clay? Yeah. There should be a join button if you just go to any of my videos right beside where it says, actually, I don't know where the join button is. Maybe someone else can tell me. That was probably bad. But there should be a join button on my channel somewhere. Brett Mckenzie, welcome to All-Star. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. So you will see the GIF any moment of me jumping over the couch and hurting myself. Wow, nucksfan29 becomes franchise member. Thank you. You guys are amazing. So don't feel bad. Those of you that aren't coming up. Oh, yeah, Dexter, I don't think you can do it on mobile. I think you have to do it from a computer. So regardless, I appreciate everyone that's joining tonight. Nucksfan, Brett Mckenzie, and then ParkersPucks, and I'm missing one, Debut Hunter. So already 4 new. We doubled our members already. Okay, that's enough self-promotion. So thank you for indulging me on that. Let's talk about tonight's game. But of course, I will acknowledge any memberships that come through as we are going. I just heard another ding. I'm not sure. Oh, no. Brett says you can join on mobile, which is nice. Okay, there's the nucksfan notification. Okay, so I'm going to start right now with the 10 o'clock questions after nucksfans. And if you typed in your question above and I haven't got to it because I've been rambling for the past 9 minutes, put in your question again today. And thanks again to all of you who have joined as members. I promise you, it's not a money grab. It is something that I hope to add value to those of you that were able to join. Okay. Shai says, Clay, does Jacob watch with you? I'd love to see him try to remember their names. Shai, that might be some bonus. No, I won't make it for members only. Yeah, Jacob did watch the game with us today, and he's always fun to watch the hockey game with. He's actually learning more. He's taking more of an interest in the Canucks this season. So I'm of course thrilled about that. Very proud. Oh, by the way, I was kind of ragging on Brandon Sutter 3 games ago when he made that awesome 3-on-1 chance, the most horrible undangerous chance ever. And I kind of made fun of him on Twitter. He has 4 goals since then. Okay, Avash. Hey, Clay, what are some things that need to be better for next game, even though we scored 7? I'd like the Lotto line to be a bit more noticeable. They were the only guys that were -1. But remember, that Ottawa goal was a bit of a fluky goal off of Demko's helmet, off of the deflection. But I would love the Lotto line to be a bit more noticeable. But I thought they were okay tonight. Shy, don't apologize. If you can't afford it, don't apologize. I get that some of you have other priorities. Some of you are students. Some of you, so there's no pressure. So don't feel like left out or anything like that. The majority of my content is still going to be for the people that aren't members, but I will do some different things for the members. So it's supposed to be the best of both worlds. Do not apologize, Shy, at all. Yes, no, all right, says your university. I get it. Some of you are students. Some of you're not in a position to donate or to buy memberships, and that's absolutely fine. Johnny Hockey, thoughts on Pettersson tonight? I thought he was okay. I still think he's hesitating a little bit. He had 3 shots, so I thought he was just okay. But I think he's still not, he's still not all the way there yet. Leonard, who do you think would be the best Canucks bowler? You know, it's funny, Leonard, you asked that last time. I said I wasn't sure. I asked my boys today, and we were talking about, would it be like a finesse guy or a power guy or a big guy or a small guy? So we were talking about guys like Horvat maybe, or maybe maybe Edler, like guys that I think I don't think the finesse bowlers, no one wants to watch the finesse bowlers. That's why if you saw me on Twitter yesterday, I just go up there. I don't have much good form, but I just crush the pins. So let's go with someone so maybe Edler or Horvat. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's just a guess. But I did talk to my boys about it. Canuck Central. Hey, Clay, you mentioned I could be a mod once you start giving mods. It would be a great honor. I love the channel. I appreciate all the work that goes in the channel. Go Canucks, go. Thank you so much, Canuck Central. I'm going to write you down. Yeah, right now I have 3 mods, and I think that's enough because this channel doesn't go crazy in a bad way. But I wrote you down, and I really appreciate that offer. And please, I know you don't take it as an insult that I haven't made you a mod yet, but I will do so as I need more. But thank you. Know that I appreciate you, mod or not. By the way, 125 people in here, which is really, really cool. Thanks. Clay, do you have any unpopular Canucks takes? Inferno asks. Well, it depends what you mean by unpopular. I know some people have challenged me on my stance on Nikita Trampkin. I don't like him. We don't need him. That ship has sailed. So that was one. And I think some people think this positivity is a shtick. They think that I'm not realistic enough. They think that I don't criticize management enough. But, that's not really my thing. Others do that well in this market. So maybe those are a couple things that people do mention. Jaskran, did you notice when we ever allow a goal, Tyler Myers is on the ice? Yes, I did. Although Tyler Myers was a +2, but that's because we scored 7 goals. But yeah, Myers, it was his giveaway on the blue line. Jamie Hunt, welcome to franchise. Thank you, Isles Girl. Welcome to franchise. Thanks, you guys. Thank you to Jamie. Thank you to Kim. I appreciate you. You will start to see your names in my video starting tomorrow in the written descriptions, and we got to set up that live stream. So thanks again to Jamie and to Isles Girl. You guys are wonderful. Let's keep on going. Petter Hughes, do you think Benning will re-sign Sutter after today's performance? I don't think 1 week or one night is going to make a difference. Petter Hughes, let's see what's happening near the end of the season. But yeah, I know that's a popular take right now, a funny one, but we will see what happens. But yes, let's not get too excited about one game. I'm just trying to see. Okay, these notifications are really behind a little bit, but that's fine. Debut Hunter. Oh, that's cool. Now my logo is beside your name. Thank you, Debut Hunter. This is a much better post-game feeling. I love these. I love it when we win, obviously. Jastran, huge bounce back game for Demko. Clay. Yes, Jastran. It was a great game by Demko. He looked solid. He didn't have to steal the game, but he made 35 saves tonight, which was excellent. Don't apologize. If you can't join, don't apologize. It's not supposed to make a difference between the haves and the have-nots. It's just people that want to support me in a different way, but you will still be getting the majority of the content. Truds, is PD afraid of shooting the puck in the power play? I'm still not impressed with his decision making. Truds, I saw that there was one in particular where it looked like, even from the camera angle, it looked like he had an open look at the net, and he decided to try and pass it. Yeah, I think he is tentative a little bit. Raybro, do you think this win will boost the team morale moving forward, especially after Saturday's performance? Well, it certainly doesn't hurt, and I think there's a lot of talk and a lot of negative talk in the city. So it's just one game. And remember, we took the first game against Montreal, but I'd rather win 7-1 than lose 7-1. Remember, I said we don't get too high with the highs and we don't get too low with the lows, but you can tell I'm in a good mood tonight. Live and inspired, breaking, re-signing Brandon Sutter. Yeah, sure. Lefty all around. I think Tyler Mott is being taken advantage by general manager. He should be making, well, if he continues to play well, he will get paid lefty all around. Don't worry. Fangirl Clay, for some reason, can't join membership on my iPad. I also can't see it. Yeah, Fangirl, you might have to try from either mobile or a computer later. I don't know, though, for sure. I'm sorry about that. But no rush. It's good. Got some comments about confidence. Everyone is so happy today. Yeah, the other day people were salty the other day, but they were still relatively calm. It was pretty good. Okay, so respectfully, I'm going to try and stick to questions only, just so I can stay within a couple minutes. Truds, hey Clay, did you notice there was almost no cross-ice passes inside the defensive zone, almost as that's taught starting in Pee Wee? Yes, I noticed less turnovers. Ottawa is not a skilled team as Montreal too. They're not as fast. They're not as skilled. So they didn't make us pay on the few turnovers that we did. But overall, yeah, I thought the Canucks were very disciplined tonight. Owen TV, what did you think of Miller's play today? He was quiet today on the goal sheet, but do you think he was effective at all? I thought that line was okay, but they didn't have to be the best line tonight because you had the other three lines going. Noah, hi Clay, how are you? I'm great, Noah. I hope you're doing well as well. Shy, Clay, do you think Miller has a great personality or just me? I think you have a great personality too. Oh no, you're asking, are you the only one who thinks Miller has a great personality? Yeah, he does. He's got a really good personality, and I've met him a couple times. I've seen him, the way he interacts with teammates and fans during the golf tournament. I like Miller a lot. Brett, how do you feel about Pettersson getting a new manager? If you mean a new agent, yeah, I vlogged about it today. The biggest takeaway here is now Pat Brisson represents both Pettersson and Hughes. They might not be matching deals in terms of money, but you can bet that they'll be matching deals in terms of term, in terms of length. Lefty, how can you tell me Jake Virtanen is worth more than Tyler Mott? I cannot right now. Live and Inspired membership. What is this sorcery? Live and Inspired. I'm sure you heard me blabbing about it earlier. So if not, rewatch the stream or watch my 3-minute video on it. Hot take. Hey John, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Isles, congrats, Clay. Thank you for the Quinn Hughes points. Yeah, we're trying to help you out as much as we can, Kim. NHL Ace, did you hear Miller swearing on this? Yes, we did. I wasn't looking up. I heard it, and then I asked Sean who was that, and he goes, I'm pretty sure that was JT Miller. Lefty says Hoglander's going to be the best bowler. That's good. Sim Alexander. Hey, Sim, one of our 2 Hall of Fame members. Thank you, Alex. Hat trick from one of the least likely Canucks, too. Avash, I love the membership gift there. Thank you. That is from my comfy music video. Nick, great game from Demko. Yeah. Oh, now I'm getting back to reading sentences. I'm sorry. Don't be offended if I don't. I just kind of get inconsistent. But I'm going to try and do questions just so I can keep up. And, of course, then I want to also acknowledge members like Lucas. Thank you, Lucas. Nice to see you. Lucas becoming an all-star member. Thanks a lot, Lucas. I appreciate you very much. Okay, let's get back to questions so I can catch up a little bit. Thanks again to everyone. Is Demko starting the next 2 games as well? Jogpal, I would go back to him on Wednesday, the fact they're not playing tomorrow, but then I would guess that hopefully plays on Thursday because back-to-back is tricky, even if you're not traveling. There's no point risking injury, but I think you go back to Demko on Wednesday for sure. I would. Hit that bit. Clay, do you have a Patreon? Much appreciated for the content. No, I don't have a Patreon, and I haven't really considered it that much because my philosophy up until yesterday was, I don't want, if people want to donate, that's fine, but I don't want to make anything active. But I thought, given I do think I have a lot to offer, so maybe Patreon's the next step, but I'm going to try membership first through YouTube. Although Patreon, I guess, would have been a decent route as well. So we're gonna try this first. But thank you. Phil, good game today, Clay. Who do you see among the players on the roster who will retire a Canuck? I just have a feeling that Edler may not sign somewhere else if he thinks he's done after the season. I think Horvat seems to be a Canuck lifer. I'm not sure about Pettersson and Hughes. I'm not saying anything bad, but they're going to be young. They're still young. I mean, they're going to have people throwing tons of money at them, and who knows what the Canucks' financial situation's going to look like when it comes time for their third contract. So I'd say Horvat definitely, I think, would be a lifer. Shy, favorite goal tonight? With all due respect to Sutter's 3 goals, I love Höglander bouncing it, banking off the boards to himself, falling down, one-handed sweep pass to Pearson, and a nice finish, of course. Raybro said he shared my stream on Twitter. Thank you. Thanks again, Isles Girl, as I see there. No point. Okay, some good. Jaskran, whoops. Jaskran says, I just had it. Do you think Alex Edler will be protected at the expansion draft? No, especially because he's going to become a unrestricted free agent. So no, I don't think you protect Alex Edler, but I'm not sure if Seattle's taking him, to be honest with you. Hot Take says member hype. Yeah, I'm not as good as hyping things up, but yeah, it's my first time to try this, and I'm happy with the start so far. And Real says your ad is working. I guess so. Jacob says, how are you doing? Thoughts on the game? I thought it was great. Ottawa is not the same team as Montreal, but I thought it was a great start. Lucas, hey Clay, just for your information, the Sens had a new logo. Yes, I thought about that. I think the logo on my thumbnails is probably wrong, so I will have to fix that. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that. And even if you weren't a member, I would still say thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got to go fix that. Thoughts on the Hughes-Ben pairing? The dude, I thought they were fine tonight. Ben was a +2. Hughes was a +1. No, Hughes was even. Yeah, Jamie Benn, no matter if it's Ben, if it's Chatfield, Tanev, Hamonic, you got to put a stay-at-home guy with Hughes. And I think Ben is feeling more confident as the games go on. Johnny Hockey says, hey, Hot Take Hockey and Canuck Clay top 10 anime crossovers. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have anything to contribute on that. Sheldon, what do you think is going on with the lotto line? I think it was a bit of Pettersson's confidence. I think a bit of Miller's rust, maybe a little bit, but now there's no excuse. But they didn't have to be the best players tonight. Let's see what happens when it's a game with adversity. But thank you. Not thank you. I was looking at the next comment. But yeah, we need them to be our best players, and they haven't been so far. I actually don't know what's wrong with them. Hot Take says Clay is a legend, takes one to know one. Nick, hey Clay, did you notice Hopi throw his hat on the ice for Sutter's hat trick? I didn't see it. Maybe I wasn't watching. No, I was watching, but I heard them talking about it for sure. I think that's pretty cool. Yolevi is the new Salo. I don't know about that, Reg. I don't think his shot is as strong, but I'm really hopeful for Yolevi, given all the flack he's been through, given how long it's taken for him to make it to the lineup. I think he's playing pretty solid, actually. Jaskran, when will the Canucks wear their retro jerseys? Good question. I do not know that. Edmund says, I would join, but I just started a new job. Need the money? Of course. Priorities for sure. Reaction Club, whether you're from Steveston, the country, the world, or Neptune, Clay appreciates you're here. Exactly. You got to go in order, though, right? From local to, so where you're in Steveston, in Richmond, in the lower mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world. But that was good. I should start naming planets as well. Dexter puts his best Clay impression. What I like: Sutter's first hat, Ulevi's first goal, Demko's first win, Pearson finally scored, Höglander's pass, PK and PP, Horvat got a few points, Hughes' first goal. Agree, Clay? Yes, I agree with all of those things. Ethan says, would you be opposed to moving PD down the second line with Horvat and Pearson and moving Höglander up to the first to try and get them going? Opposed is too strong of a word. I'm not sure if that makes sense, though. I'm not sure if Höglander would be able to get them going. I think they can. I think they can keep going, because then do you disrupt the chemistry of the second line that was obviously very strong tonight? We'll see. Shai says, Clay is seriously one of the nicest people I've ever known to keep it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Vertanen wasn't chosen to serve the extra penalty. That's a sign he's even deeper. yeah, that's funny, Letter. I don't know if you being chosen to sit in the penalty box for a couple minutes, I don't know if that's a badge of honor or not. Reaction, do you think the Nucks will start Hope or Demko on Wednesday? I think you go Demko. You break the cycle now. Yeah. What was more impressive, Ulevi's first NHL goal or Sutter's hat trick? And was that Holtby threw the hat? It was Holtby. Ulevi's goal, I'm happy for him. But to have 3 for Sutter, I think that is more impressive, Edmund. Arjun says, hey, Clay, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, Arjun. Hope you are as well. We're all in a good mood. Huge win, 1 game, and it was Ottawa. Yes. What's up with Petey? I don't know, Nick. Your guess is as good as mine. I was hoping for a big game, given that he scored last game, but we will see. Sheldon, what do you think is going on with the Lotta line? I don't know. And they're okay today, but they weren't great. Actually, Besser only had 15 minutes, and Miller only had 17, and Pedersen had 15. Wow. So they had the minutes were really even. Almost everyone had between 13 and 17, except for Virtanen and McEwen, who didn't break 10 minutes. Thank you, Manpreet, for the compliment. Brett, on mobile, if you click the $sign, it says join. From there, it allows you to purchase a membership directly. I use PayPal myself. Oh, okay. So you can get it on mobile. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate that. What is your favorite Canucks player of all time? Riley, it is Roberto Luongo. Love the Canucks community. Clay is gathered here. I do too, Canucks Central. Very blessed by the group that is here. Noah, Hoaglander's play was great tonight, Clay? Especially at Diamond Pass. Hoaglander played very well. Jaskran, bottom 6 is doing much better, Clay? Okay, you guys are all catching on to the Clay. Yes, the bottom 6 was excellent tonight. Fire bending and fire green hashtags look real stupid today, Infernal. That's why we don't get too reactionary. I agree. Ray Bro, with Hoaglander playing well with the Nucks, do you think teams have to stop looking at height to determine a player's potential? I think they should have stopped looking at height a long time ago. And there's, all the way back to guys like Theo Fleury, Brad Marchand. But you got to look at skill. But they got to skill and determination, though. They got to be able to fight through their lack of size for sure. Fangirl Clay, remember RKB Productions? Who did Game Day parody? What happened to them? I missed their parodies. Yeah, I still talk to them. Regan, Chris, and Andrew. I still talk to Chris and Andrew a little bit, so I think they're doing well. They're still local. Dexter, don't worry, you can figure it out later, but thank you for trying to join. Edmund, who do you think will win the Super Bowl, Brady or the Chiefs? I think Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to kill them, actually. I have nothing against Tom Brady, but I just think the Chiefs are going to win. 10-4. Oh, interesting, S. Stevenson. 10:40 game said that Miller was being negative on the ice. Thomas Drance tweeted something like that in warm-up too, that Miller is being a little negative. It's funny. We have fewer people on here than when the Canucks lose, but that's okay. Maybe because it's a Monday night. Nucks and Bolts is back. It's a hard Nucks life. It's a hard Nuck life. Ask Clay, what's the next song after that? Nice to see you, Nucks and Bolts. We missed you. We were talking about you for the last couple of streams. Lefty, I love that answer about Virtanen being worth more than Mott. Actually, I didn't see what the answer was. I apologize. I'll have to loop back a little later. Again, Lucas, now that's where I'm in. Thank you for the membership. Alex, would this team be better if the Canucks had Toffoli instead of Jake? If you're talking 1 versus 1, yes, of course they would be better with Toffoli. Noah, why was Miller frustrated after his penalty and when he sweared? Yeah, I think he's a competitive guy. Remember how good he was last year? I think he's frustrated too that he isn't going. Lucas, thanks for being a positive influence. We need more good vibes. Well, Lucas, I can say the same to you. I know you're very positive as well. Brett, you can go to description and access membership that way. Oh, very good. Brett's like a YouTube guru. Riley, do you have a dream Cup Finals matchup? Yeah, given that there's no East and West, I would love to see a Vancouver Colorado Stanley Cup Final or Vancouver Winnipeg. No, that's impossible. They're in the same division. I'd love to see Vancouver Colorado and then Vancouver Tampa Bay, because as you know, Tampa Bay, Winnipeg, Colorado, my other 3 favorite teams. Vancouver Colorado would be amazing. The storylines: McCarr versus Hughes, McKinnon, Rantanen, and Landeskog against Horvat, Besser, Miller, Petey. I think it would be a lot of fun. Alex Clay, did you see Höglander filling the role Toffoli did? Yeah, maybe not just yet, but certainly I think that was some of the reasoning behind letting Toffoli go, is that they know they had Höglander and Podkolzin coming in the next couple years. Donnell, hey sir, coming from the New York area that watches the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils. Thank you for being here, Donnell. Will you get a Canucks reverse retro? Honestly, in no rush. I have a lot of jerseys already. That could be money better well spent, but and it's fine. It looks okay. I'm not a huge fan. I don't hate it, but I think I'll get one eventually. But maybe when they go on sale. I'm in no rush to get one, to be honest. Shy Clay, do you think the Canucks will keep Mott? Yes, I think they will. He's showing how valuable he is. Jacob, do you think Holtby will be taking an expansion draft? There's gonna be a lot of good goaltenders, so we'll see. We'll see how his year is. So there's no guarantee that the Canucks dangle him or put him out there that he'll be chosen. There will be a lot of good goaltenders will be up for picking. Oh, Edler has a no movement clause. Thank you, Nux. I did not know that. I appreciate that. See, I'm glad you are here. Looks like the mods are doing some work in here. So thank you, mods. Good job. Raybro, do you think that Rathbone will ever get a look? I don't know. Maybe if we get more injuries, but it looks like he's behind Raybro. It looks like he's behind Chatfield and Breezebaugh and Rafferty on the depth chart. So maybe not this year, but let's not fret. He's out of college. He hasn't played a pro game yet either, not even in Utica. So we will see. Jamie says, what do you think? Oh, sorry. Nathan says, any possibility Seattle takes Myers? Not with that contract. I don't think so. Jamie says, what do you think of Julevi's play? I thought he was great. I thought he was solid, and I want him to do well. I really do. Justin, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Justin, thank you so much for that Hall of Fame membership. I know you left me a nice message on Facebook. I really appreciate that. And Justin, I appreciate your membership. That is awesome. Thanks again, Justin. Nice to see you in here. Weston, Horvat is the best in the team. What do you think? I think he's definitely the most consistent. He showed how valuable he was in the playoffs, and it's been a progression, right? He didn't just break out. It's been 5 years now, but I do think that Horvat is indeed. I don't know if he's the best player, but I think he's one of the most consistent for sure. I lie. If you're a coach, do you keep the Lotta line intact for PD to rebound? I would, because I've seen him play with Pearson. It doesn't work. I don't know if it makes sense to have him and Horvat on the same line, even though Miller can take faceoffs. He's not a true center. I've seen Pettersson and Virtanen. That doesn't work. So I think his best chance to get out of a slump is with the guys that he did so well with last season, Besser and Miller. Shy Clay, do you like metal music? Nope. I like R&B, I like gospel, Christian, jazz. Those are the type and a cappella music. Just going through some talk about the farmers and their plight. I sympathize with them, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about hockey more. But that's fine if people want to talk about that. Lefty all around likes Julevi's game. Lucas, regarding the reverse retro jersey nights, I regret despite me being affiliated, I have no idea on game nights. Lucas, what do you mean by being affiliated? Like, do you have insight as to when they are going to? That's cool. Type that in the chat box. What you mean by affiliation? That's cool. We'll let Alex is asking, will Julevi turn into Tanev or Hamhuis? Very hard to say, Alex. It's hard to project these type of things. I want Julevi to be Julevi. And if that's good, and I know you're a big Hamhuis fan, Alex, yeah, but he's going to be more of a stay-at-home guy. But he's a great passer. That's the one thing I have been saying. Dexter, I haven't looked at our matchup just yet, but I know I lost a close one to Rios in our fantasy league. Jogpal, should they put Eriksson in the lineup? Not yet, because our penalty killing was pretty good. We did not get scored on. So, and his biggest asset is his penalty killing. Asset. I finished the word. His biggest asset is the penalty killing. So, no, I don't think we need him in just yet. Thought on Mott's play right now, Avash, I think he's playing very well. He hustles and did well in the penalty kill. I like Mott's game a lot. And Myers has more points than Pettersson. That makes me not happy. Should Gaudette be swapped in for Virtanen on the third line? I don't know how you take Brandon Sutter off that line, though, after today. Gaudette may have to wait his turn. Although I still think Sutter and Beagle are a bit redundant, but maybe I don't know how long Gaudette's going to be out with. I don't know how you change the lineup, though. You usually don't change a lineup when you win 7-1, right? So maybe it's at least one more game. Shy, how long is the stream? I have school tomorrow. I always go 45 minutes, so just 10 more minutes, Shy. I might go a few minutes longer because I spent 5 minutes talking about memberships, but about 10 or 15 more minutes. But Shy, go study. Go to bed. You can watch these anytime. They're always on my channel. Don't worry about it. But thank you. Ocean, only 8 games in, but do you see the Canucks being active in the trade market if things begin to trend upwards, or keep this group throughout the season? I think they're going to keep this group because even if things don't go well, they got a lot of contracts coming off the books and they need that money for Pettersson and Hughes. So I'm not sure how much you want to tinker with that this season and what's going to be a strange season. Inferno, there we go. If you're watching on the street, in Stevenson, Richmond, Lower Mainland, BC, Canada, North America, Northern Hemisphere on Earth, solar system. I like that. That's a little more comprehensive than my list for sure. Lucas thinks it's trust with the Lotto line. Truds, hey Clay, how many games will it take with no goals before you get on the moving PD, the second line bandwagon? I give him 4 more games with no goals. Yeah, if he doesn't look dangerous in the next 2 against Ottawa, it could happen as early as that. So maybe 2 or 3 more games, but I'm not sure if it makes sense. But that's a fair question. Will Gaudette be in the lineup next game, Steve? I wouldn't change the lineup after a 7-1 win. I wouldn't. I missed a couple things here, as always. Clay, yeah, that's my question. Thanks for the offer, Reddy Klein. Great win. I'm good for now. Everyone's good. Talking about our hockey pool. Raybro, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more Canucks content. I should make Raybro my hype man. Corey John, Canucks fan base. A lot of criticism for being bipolar. Do you think the media feeds the fan base? I think the media is... Oh, shucks. Give me a second. I got to plug in my computer. I forgot to do so before the stream cuts out on us. I think the media does their job in trying to stir up interest, for sure. Thanks for that, you guys. Yeah, I think the media is doing their job, and they're always looking for different things to talk about. I'm not sure if they incite our market, but they certainly... it's a passionate market, and they know that. So if they rag on the team or if they overly praise the team, they know regardless they're going to get reaction. So that's a good question, Corey. Oh no, I love the answer you gave when you said I can't answer that for 10 is more than one. Okay, I gotcha. Nucks and Bolts, how you doing, man? Of course, you're back with the song lyrics, Clay. What do you think of the Blue Jays signing George Springer? Jamie, I am admittedly not much of a baseball fan, so I am sorry. Do not revoke your membership, but I can't answer that in good conscience and answer that fairly. You tell me. Give me a comment, Jamie. Tell me about the signing and if it's good or bad for the Blue Jays. Arso says, I think it's timing. Last game ended at 7 p.m. Eastern. No, I just think Montreal's a lot better than Ottawa. If you're talking about the difference in results. Where does Podkolzin slot in next season? Do we have room for him? Shy, we do. There's a lot of guys that are on expiring contracts. I think he'll work his way up to the second line. Pearson is playing well, but I'm not sure we're going to keep him. I could see Horvat playing between Höglander and Podkolzin, to be honest with you. We'll see. Avas, speaking of reverse retros, are there specific games where they'll be worn this year? I'm not sure. And I think Lucas might know, or it seemed like he might know. Noah, do you think Demko will start next game? I do, Noah. Some Hall of Fame. Rios, do you think Höglander has a good shot at the Calder? You know, yeah, when you see that Byfield's not playing, when you see that Stutz is doing okay, I think Höglander, at least so far, is playing well and might have at least a decent shot. He might not be the favorite, but I think he's got a shot if he keeps this up, for sure. Other than Holtby, who do you see Seattle taking the expansion draft? It really depends what they need. You know, we're gonna have to expose one of Mott, Virtanen, or McEwen. So maybe one of those guys, one of the younger guys, could be one of the guys that go. Maybe Zach McEwen, for instance. He could be a third or fourth liner with them. Do you think Podkolzin will be as good as Hoglander or better? Good question, Jacob. Originally, I thought so, but I know he got ranked even lower than Hoglander in the athletics ranking, so we'll see. I sure hope so, but I'm willing to be patient with Hoglander. He's not even here yet. Clay, every time someone joins the Hall of Fame, you have to sing that lyrics I put up their Hall of Fame deal. Dexter, I don't sing. You know that's not my deal. I can barely rap. You know that's not my deal. I play the piano, so if I was in front of the piano, I would sing that song. But maybe you can type it up, and I'll chuckle every time that I do see it. Lucas, I work for the team. Awesome. Lucas, any info you get, let me know. Lucas, what do you do with the team? That's amazing. Is it an ambassador from some of their charities, or is it other stuff as well? That's so awesome, Lucas. Do you think Hoglander has what it takes to challenge Pettersson for the number one suite in Vancouver? I like his effort, but we'll see. PD did some pretty remarkable things in his first 2 seasons. Aiden, Clay doesn't read every comment, but he always reads the compliments. Take the hint. Aiden, that's pretty funny. Actually, I was almost going to say Q&A only, questions and affirmations, but I appreciate it. I'll read the negative stuff too, if it makes sense. But generally, I do read questions and compliments. You're on to me. Hi, Clay. Is McEwen doing better than Gaudette? I'm not sure. He's been in the lineup, but he only played 6 minutes tonight, so I don't know if it's actually better. It's tough to say. Dexter says, I'm ahead of you right now, Clay, because Shabbat got an assist tonight. Miller didn't really do anything. Lots of hockey to go. Yes, lots of hockey to go this week for our matchup. What's your view on Gaudette? Is he not a fit on this team? I'm not sure yet. I love his hustle, but he hasn't been that effective yet. But he's got some good offensive ability. He almost had 0.5 points per game last year. Yes, Rios, it was a close one, but you got me. Try PD with Sutter. Yeah, sure, Jed. Nice to see you, Jed. Hope you're well. All right, we're at the 41-minute mark. I'm going to try and catch up a little bit. Shai says you'll stay up for me. Thank you. Take out Beagle for Gaudette. Yeah, maybe. Beagle is a good penalty killer, though. How did he spam all those messages so quickly? I don't know, but that's why we have mods. Thank you. Leonard, who's the most random person or celeb you've met that was a Canucks fan? Most random person or celeb that you've met that was a Canucks fan? That's a great question. That I've actually met? I'm going to have to... Leonard, just like I had to get back to you on the bowling one for today, I will have to get back to you on the celeb for Wednesday if you're here. Thanks, Leonard. You're watching from Toronto, right? I appreciate you staying up. Would you like us to bring Sutter back next year? Avash, I'm not sure. I think it is time to move on from him. Justin, 53 Horvat Magic. Yes, a callback to one of my parody songs. Bull keeps on beasting. Yeah, and if it's not goals, it's assists. Lucas, Team Store. Only events not there currently due to pandemic. Gotcha, Lucas. Very, very good. Chris Marine, instant sub. Thank you. You know, unfortunately, it's cool that the donations and the membership widget's working, but the new subs widget isn't working. But thank you. I appreciate that, Chris Marine. Prize Marine. Chris Marine. Clay, would you put Petey with Horvat and Pearson to get him scoring goals? Yeah. Good question, Alex. I don't know. I still think he's better suited with Besser and Horvat. I'm sorry, Besser and Miller. When is trade deadline day? It's a month later, so I think it's April 1st. First week of April, Rob, instead of the first week of March. I thought you already made Nucks and Bolts your hype man. No, I can have multiple hype man, Dexter. Hype men and hype women. Nicholas says, no questions, just happy. That's cool too. Noah, hey Clay, were you a big Canucks fan when you were younger, like your kid years? I'm 46 years old. I've been a fan for 46 years. I've been a fan. Well, the Canucks have been in since 1970. I was born in 1974, but I have fond memories of listening. Remember, all the games weren't on TV back in the day. So believe it or not, I would listen to every game on the radio with my dad and my brother. So yes, a big fan all my life. Debut Hunter thinks we should keep Sutter because he's only 31 if he takes less money. Dexter, there's no slow mode, so anyone can spam. Good job dealing with the mods. Yeah, mods, you guys are good. What do you think of morning games? Just granted, if you mean morning like 10 a.m. here because it's 1 p.m. in the East, I don't mind it. Then you have the rest of the day afterwards. But you're never going to have a morning game here. Like it will be an afternoon game back East that feels like a morning game here. Shy Clay, if I spam, I'll get blocked. I'm your favorite. Everyone's my favorite. I won't pick favorites. Riley, do you have a favorite food? You guys know my favorite food is sushi. Jamie says, I love the signing of George Springer. Okay, I will look it up just for you. Do you think Colin is making an appearance? No, I think there are too many forwards ahead of him, Ray Bro. What happens to Petey? Man, what happened to Petey? I scouted him a bit today and he's off. He doesn't have that urge to get the puck. I don't know. What do you think, Clay? Yeah, he is hesitating and he's patient always. He's good, but I think he's almost overthinking things. I really do. Davey Hunter says, my brother says Springer's a solid move. Awesome. Jamie says you can't watch all sports. Yeah, I can barely keep up with hockey. What's up, Clay? Starting here. Love your content. Thank you, Alpha Prime, YouTube. Stick around. Well, not tonight. I'm going to be done in the next 5 minutes, but stick around. I do indeed vlog every day and post-game live streams after every game. Clay, what do you think of Connor McDavid losing to Poirier? Yeah, I watched it last night. McDavid was pretty McGregor was pretty humble in his post-fight remarks. I think he's lost a bit of his edge. Maybe Khabib took a bit out of him, but I thought Poirier fought a good fight. I thought it was an exciting fight, actually. Hey, Clay, back from my hockey practice, listening to the next game on the radio. Awesome, Zed. Thanks for being here. What do you think of Nate? Major League, if you're asking about Nate Schmidt, admittedly, I expected more from him. It's early. We're only 8 games in, but he hasn't been the difference maker that I thought he was going to be honest with you. Okay, I'm going to rip through these last few. I'm just going to look at what Maxwell is doing, and then I think maybe, yeah, I think Maxwell needs to go. Okay, we'll see. We'll deal with that later, but thank you, mods, for helping me with that. I appreciate that. Okay, let's whip through. We'll wind up in the last 5 minutes. I just have a feeling that Clay, after this year, PD and Quinn will sign in the same term. I just hope PD doesn't leave because he's off to a bad start. Every star player, not every star player, but it's a slump. I don't think it's anything against Vancouver or the city or the fans. Did you watch Power Rangers as a kid? No, Riley, I didn't. I watched other stupid stuff like wrestling. Yes, Lucas, I remember meeting you at the Lunar New Year game. That's awesome. His old bedroom is now my home office. Nice. Jacob, do you think Demko will be able to keep up with how he played tonight? It's like how he played against Vegas. Yeah, it's a good start. I've always talked about, you guys know this, I've talked about the goalies weren't at fault for us losing, but they haven't really stolen a game. Demko did not have to steal the game tonight. We had plenty of offense, but he was a solid contributor tonight for sure. What do you think of Roussel versus Watson? Yeah, it wasn't much of a scrap. Watson's a big guy. Raybro, whoever donates, not asked for, but appreciated, or whoever hits the subscribe button, I'm going to hype you up. Okay, Raybro will be my hype man indeed. Then Maxwell with a bunch of messages that looks like they weren't that good. Thank you guys. I tried to ban Maxwell, but when I right-clicked on his name, there was no ban option, so I'll have to figure that out later. But we'll see. Wow. Lucas likes what he's hearing. He upgraded from all-star to franchise in the stream. Thank you. Okay, last few minutes. We're going to wind up in the next few minutes. Clay, Dexter, you banned him. No wonder I couldn't. Thank you, Dexter. Okay, here we go. Canuck Central. Hey, Clay, would you ever do an interview or call for a YouTube video with the hockey guy? I'd love to see my 2 favorite YouTubers talk about the Canucks. Canuck Central, I mentioned this before. I like Shannon a lot. I think he does a great job. I have full respect for what he does on his channel, but no, admittedly, I haven't had the urge or the inclination to reach out to him yet, but if enough people ask for it, I would certainly consider it for sure. Yeah, thanks spammers. I'm not sure what was up with him, but that's fine. Shout out to all the Canucks fans. Those are watching from Ontario like me. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate that. And Tyler's coming in with some weird messages. All right, let's skip to how has Ulevi played? Is he a top 4D? Not yet, but he's playing well. Any word on Hamonic? No, not yet. He's got to finish his 10 days. By the way, I follow you on Instagram. Thank you, Riley. I will get you back. Louis, welcome Vegas Go Knights coverage. Hope you're doing well, Louis. Make sure you sub to Louis as well if you haven't already. And then I am going to smash through these last few. Okay, let's go rapid fire. Hot Take, congrats on the recent success, Clay. We're going to get you to 6K real soon. Thank you, Hot Take. I appreciate your support as always, and you keep up the great work. Inspiration. King Procrastinator, Shy Jetty, your Liberty Scorer. Hey, Carter. Nice to see you, Carter, a schoolmate of my son, Sean. How long have you had your channel for, Clay? Noah, over 10 years now. Actually, since 2007, so close to 13 or 14 years. Check out my first videos. They're pretty bad, but they're pretty funny. Yeah. Reaction Club, my first words coming out of the womb were indeed, go Canucks. Yeah, thanks, Dexter. I just caught Marcus's. I'm glad you caught it as well. It's all right. It's funny. As the channel grows, I guess the need for mods and the more people coming in here. Hot Take, if the Canucks can sweep the Sens series, then they're right back to a solid record again, and the real test comes with Jets and Montreal, with the Jets and Monday, Tuesday back-to-back in Montreal. Thoughts? Exactly, John. I was saying if the Canucks can... before the Montreal series, I was saying take 2 or 3 from Montreal, take 2 or 3 from Ottawa, and then you're 5-5, and you're right where you want to be after 10 games. Well, you want to be a bit higher. So yeah, if the Canucks can take the next two against Ottawa, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it would make them feel real good and more confident as they head out on the road again. If the NHL team used the Undertaker gong as a goal horn, what team would that be? Well, a team that feels dead inside. So I don't know. Maybe a lot of teams like Arizona or something. Or the Coyotes, I'm not sure. Dexter has banned a few. Thank you, Dexter. Maybe we need more like you. Ray Bro hyping again. Okay, I'm going to jump to the last few. No problem, Arsenal. Don't apologize to anyone who can't support or doesn't want to donate or can't donate. That is fine. That is fine. Thank you. Thank you, Mods. I appreciate it. Mods, let me know if you need more help. I can add more, but I think you're doing a great job between the 2 or 3 of you. But if you guys weren't here, I don't know what I would do. Clay, can I interview you for a school project one day? Shy, of course. Just reach out to me, find me, and I'll give you my contact info. Chris, what do you think about the 3 fights tonight? I was telling my boys, the Canucks didn't have to fight. Ottawa was the team that was down, but you don't want to just skate away. I think it was fine. I don't think it had an impact on the game as well. Thoughts on Roussel trying to get to 1,000 penalty minutes? Yeah. It was pretty funny, the fact that they kept talking about it on the stream. I mean, on the show, on the game. During the game, you can tell I'm getting tired. Do you think Canucks have a good chance to make the playoffs? Says Jacob. I always said they're coming third, and I'm going to still stick that. Hey, Clay, what do you think about the fights tonight? Do you think it was too much? Chris, I thought they were okay. I think I just answered that. Sorry. Lucas, hey, Clay, why not a reaction vid this off season? Why not a reaction vid this offseason? Oh, why didn't I do one? That's a good point. I think I was too busy trying to beef up other areas of my channel. We'll always watch you talk about hockey, if you can skate or not. Yeah, I don't know if he was totally making fun of me or it's because I joke around about not being the best skater. I'm actually a good skater, but I have horrible hands. So he should have made fun of my hands and not my skating. Rapid Fire gives a 2-sentence answer. Hey, Clay, we'll see. Also with pandemic, have a good night. Okay, Clay's positivity has helped me through rough times. I owe him a lot to Chai. That means a lot. Thank you. Chaika banned, yes, for the year or until 2022. Wow. Hey, Clay, following you on Instagram. Thank you, Lucas. I'll get you back. I'm waiting on deck for a mod Kuya. Yes, Lefty. I have you as I have like my next round of mods because of people that have expressed interest. I have nucksfan, I have Shy, I have Fangirl, I have Lefty, and I have Canuck Central. So you guys are next on my list, but you guys, like I said, don't be offended that I haven't used you just yet. Okay, I think we're good. There's as we get later and later, we get some more goofy messages in here. Yeah, people want to come in here just to insult me, which is fine. I can handle it. My mods take good care of me. But yes, I could, if I need more, I know that we have more. Okay, that's good. We're at 53 minutes because I spoke about 5 minutes about my membership, so I won't do that again. I want to thank you. We gained 8 new members in this chat alone. That means a lot. I'll be working on that extra content starting in February, but just trying to build the membership right now. So once again, you can type whatever you want there. Something might get past the mods at this point, but that's okay. We're almost done. I will likely add more mods. There's no harm in having more mods. I will add them for the next one on Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, I got to figure out if I'm going to stream because I'm going to that game with Marie, who's singing the anthems. So I may come home and do a later night stream, like at 11 o'clock or so, but we'll see. I'll figure that out before Wednesday. So you guys, what a great night. A lot of great energy in here. So before we go, subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you like to. Become a member. I can say that now if you'd like to. Thanks to all the new members, and a special shout out to everyone that's in the Hall of Fame group. I don't have that right in front of me. I'm going to look it up real quick because I want to honor everyone that has indeed become members. But as part of the deal, I want to verbally shout out all of the Hall of Fame members in all my videos. So the Hall of Fame members, as of now, I know Jens95 was the first one. I know simalexander joined as well. Oh, shucks, my thing didn't update, so I'll have to do that later. I will start with the shout outs to the Hall of Fame members starting tomorrow. So please charge it to my head and not my heart. I can't believe I said that. That's like a high school thing to say. Okay, that's enough. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you like to. Thanks again for joining me tonight. A 7-1 win. Canucks creep back to 3-5. They can get back to 500 with wins on Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, a game I will be at. So thanks again, mods. Great job. I'm not even going to go look at the messages that you had to hide and delete and all that kind of stuff. And this community is growing. I appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night, great day tomorrow. I will see you Wednesday night. Yes, Roaring Thunder. And by the way, right before I go, there were a couple silly things that I was saying in my post-game live streams at the end of the season. Remember during the playoffs, there were a couple like sayings I would say, and there's just silly things. Do you guys remember what they were? Dexter, Arsa, you guys must remember. I would say like a couple goofy things. Was Booyah one of them? I'm not sure if Booyah was one of them. What else? Whatever it is, I want to kind of end off with one of those tonight. I just feel like in a good mood. But anyone that was with me in my post-game live streams during the playoffs, do you remember I would say like a couple goofy things? If it doesn't show up in the next... Was it Booyah, Dexter? Was that it? Just Booyah? That seems kind of... You said Booyah... Okay, so everyone now is saying Booyah, probably because they can't erase that from their minds. Okay, that's what I get end off with tonight. So thank you. God bless. Good night. Go Canucks, go. Booyah.